know, Rose, I've been watching you the last year or two, and like you've changed into this kind of this, like you said, you influence like from the top now, and you're like this. I mean, I hate that term, thought leader, but you're like someone people look to as to guide them through a lot of the madness that's going on. And I know you've been someone that's fought back against digital censorship as well. And I wanted to ask you about that. I know you were on Fox recently, and you were like, "Wow, I never thought I would be here," but you're still speaking your truth on these platforms. And I was wondering if you could tell me, like, can you summarize that? And then also tell me what it's like to be censored digitally, because I know you went head to head with Jack Dorsey. I went head to head with YouTube last year. I almost lost my whole channel, 10 years, 10,000 videos, quarter billion views. I almost lost it for fighting for the right for free speech. It was crazy. So what's
It's
that been like for
insane.
you? Yeah.
For me, it's every platform. It's not just Twitter. YouTube and Google very much in on my
Yeah.
censorship. If you Google me, like it takes you to page 3 before you find out anything good about me. And they have pinned videos that I know were paid by Weinstein and his whole campaign of terror that are still pinned there. They're like, and they
Right.
have like 19,000 views, but they're there and they won't move, right?
Right.
And they're like just paid off like hack, smear machines. And it's frustrating. If anybody puts anything on YouTube with my name and a hashtag, it'll come out of the gate really strong and then just go poof. And I know, so the Twitter part of it is, so they deactivated my account completely 4 days after after Weinstein was outed in the New York Times. And there became a
Wow.
24-hour women boycott Twitter worldwide until Rose McGowan's reinstated. So they did, but it's like I've seen with the amount of media in the last like 6-7 years that I've been fighting against the machine, just to get my message out there. My message is simply that you are being controlled in ways you're not aware of. I have different information. I come from a different background. And it's very clear, and there's ways out of this. There are ways to be free and find our way, and it's simply to make people better, and that's all. And so I go up against Jack Dorsey. I'm like, why do you endorse evil? So like when I was doing sorry, my sound won't stop.
I was hearing you. Good. Oh, there you go.
A Facebook Live. I was doing a Facebook Live. Why won't they? I'm so sorry. I can't make the notification stop. So I was doing a Facebook Live where I announced that I was going to do a response to the last Trump-Biden debate. They deactivated my account half an hour later. Like stuff like that. It's just like, do people assign just what is going on? And so my numbers have increased, like in those past years of all that media, like 4,000. Like it's so, and out of like 1 million followers or whatever on Twitter, it's like 123 views on a tweet. That's statistically impossible. It's just so boring. So I just asked them,
Yeah.
why do you ally with evil? It's not just status quo pays off. But yes, it does, but it could pay so much better if you do it better. And why do they protect evil? I fundamentally don't understand. And that's okay. I know they don't understand me either. So we're at an impasse.
Yeah, and I came head to head with this last year. You know, Rose, we did the second largest YouTube live stream in the world on April 6th last year. It was second only to Trump's coronavirus briefing that day. That was the first. And 30 minutes after that live stream, which was clearly popular, they deleted the video and banned the video. And it was a conversation I had for 2.5 hours where we didn't encourage or incite hatred, violence, overthrow governments. It was just some new ideas. And I went head into this massive observation that censorship was real. I thought it happened to the weirdos and the crazy people, Rose, until it happens to you. And then you got stories like you said. I was later deplatformed from Dropbox, PayPal, Facebook, LinkedIn, and it became this whole crazy fight.
It's so exhausting, and you're
Yeah.
caught. And some
Yeah.
days it really does cause some despair. It does discourage you from speaking. It did.
Yeah.
Some days I'm like, well, what's the point of even saying anything if it's so, but I will keep pushing, and I will go on goddamn Fox News and not give a shit because it's my message. And I don't care. Like CNN to me is like the Democratic equivalent, MSNBC of Fox News. And if I get to go on Fox News and give a message of maybe hopefully some insight and positivity, and basically, I mean, that I'm on Fox News saying both Republicans and Democrats are in a cult is nothing short of mind-boggling, to
I
tell you the
know.
truth.
I
The fact
watched
that they let someone like me on air is hilarious.